Have you ever thought about the fact that there is a way of moving and being that is so simple, so quiet, and so powerful that it can make a woman feel amazing inside in just a few moments? This is not a secret that belongs only to the rich or the famous. You do not need to be a man who looks like a model on the cover of a magazine. You do not need to have a wallet full of $100 bills. You do not even need to have a list of clever jokes or use those tricky ways of talking that some people try to sell you in books and online courses. This is about something much deeper than that. This is about being a real person, a kind person, and a man who knows how to be present in the room with another human being. This way of being is something that most men never learn to use, or they are too nervous to try because they fear it will not work or that they will look foolish. Today, I want to share with you exactly what this way of acting is and why it matters so much in our modern world. Before we go any further, if you find this helpful, please show your support by letting us know you enjoyed this and joining our community of people who care about building good hearts and genuine connections. Also, keep in touch by staying connected so you can hear from us again when we share more helpful things. Now, let's start by getting to know each other. I would love for you to tell me where you are from in the world. Which city or country are you in right now? Also, do you really think one small way of acting can change everything? I would love to hear what you think. It helps us build this group of friends who are learning together. Most men make a big mistake when they try to get close to someone they care about. They think they have to be loud or show off their accomplishments. They think they need to talk about their big jobs or their shiny trophies and possessions. They believe that impressing someone means listing all the reasons why they are worthy of attention. But the truth is much simpler than this complicated approach. A woman's heart and body often feel things long before her mind starts thinking about them. This happens in less than a second before she has time to think about it or analyze what she is experiencing. For thousands of years, our bodies have learned how to tell if a person is a friend or a threat. When a woman meets you, her body is asking questions that she may not even be aware of consciously. Is he safe? Can I trust him? Is he calm? Is he someone I can feel comfortable around? She might not even know she is asking these questions at a conscious level, but her body knows the answer right away through her intuition and survival instincts. This is not some kind of magic trick or secret technique that only special people know. It is just how we are built as humans from millions of years of evolution. This is why that special gesture and way of being is so important and powerful. When she sees that you are real, authentic, and that you are calm, something changes inside her. She stops feeling like she needs to protect herself from you. She opens up emotionally. Her body starts to show how she feels, even if she tries to hide it with words. This special way of being is not just one single thing that you do. It is a mix of three parts that work together in harmony to create a powerful effect on another person's nervous system and emotional state. First, we have the slow and careful way of moving. This does not mean you should walk like a snail or move so slowly that you seem paralyzed or afraid. It means you should move with a clear goal, but without any rush or urgency. When you take your time and move deliberately, you give her body a chance to see you and feel okay with you being there. Why does this work so well? It shows that you are a man who can control his own feelings and impulses. A man who doesn't rush in a romantic moment is a man who is at peace with himself. It shows that you have respect for her personal space and her feelings. It demonstrates maturity and confidence because only secure people can afford to move slowly. When you rush, it communicates anxiety and neediness. But when you take your time, it says you are comfortable with yourself and you do not need anything from her to feel okay. Second is the gaze that is strong but kind at the same time. This is a very special balance that most men never learn to develop. It is not the way a hunter looks at something they want to catch and control. It is also not the way a shy person hides their eyes and avoids connection. It is a look that says, I am right here with you in this moment, and I am happy just to be here with you. If you look at her because you want her to like you or tell you that you're doing a good job, she will feel that neediness underneath. It will make her feel uncomfortable and put pressure on her. But if you look at her just to share the moment and truly be there with her, the response is completely different. The difference is your internal state. If you are looking at her from a place of wholeness and genuine interest in her as a person, she will feel that. She will feel seen by you, and it will create a bond between you. Third is the quiet that feels safe and comfortable. This is where many men feel scared and anxious. As soon as there is a second of silence, they get nervous. They start talking too much because they want to break the tension or fill the empty space. But a silence that is handled well is like a magnet that draws people in. It is not an awkward or empty silence that makes everyone uncomfortable. It is a silence full of kindness, confidence, and genuine connection. You are saying without using any words, I do not need to fill this room with noise because I am comfortable with myself and I am comfortable with you. This kind of silence is powerful because it is rare. In our modern world of constant noise and stimulation, being able to sit quietly with another person is almost like a superpower. When you use these three things together, something magical happens inside her body and mind. The slow movement tells her nervous system to relax. It turns on the part of her that feels safe and peaceful. It activates her parasympathetic nervous system, which is the system that helps us rest and digest. If you move too fast, her body thinks there is a problem and she gets ready to run or fight. Her nervous system goes into high alert. The kind way you look at her helps her body make a special hormone, which is like a bonding chemical that builds trust and connection. This hormone is called oxytocin, and it is very powerful. The safe silence lets her feel her own feelings without being interrupted or judged. Her mind starts to tell her that you are a grown-up, a safe person, and someone she can trust with her emotions. You will know it is working when you start to see small signs and signals. She will smile a little bit for no clear reason. This is a real happy smile that comes from genuine pleasure, not a polite smile. She will look at you longer than she usually would. You might see her touch her hair, her lips, or her neck. This is something people do unconsciously when they feel a little bit of good, nervous energy and excitement. She might lean her body toward you or step a little closer to you. Her voice might get softer and sound more like music when she speaks to you. Her feet and her chest will point right at you rather than away from you. These are things her body does on its own without her thinking about it. She cannot fake these signals. So when you see them, you know something real is happening. The most important thing is to be real and authentic in everything you do. Do not think of this as a trick you are playing or a technique you are using to manipulate her. If you do it just to get something from her or to make her do what you want, she will know. Women are very good at sensing when someone is not being honest. Their intuition is powerful and accurate. Instead, do it because you are truly happy to be there with this person. Move like you are at home in your favorite chair, relaxed and comfortable. Look at her because you think she is wonderful and interesting, not because you want her to say you are great or worthy. Be okay with the quiet between you. The more you are okay with a pause in the conversation, the more she will feel your strength and stability. You will seem like someone who has nothing to prove. This is not about winning a game or trying to be a master of seduction that you read about in books. It is about being a man who is comfortable with who he is, flaws and all. When you can give a woman a place where she feels safe and seen and heard, it changes everything in that moment. It does not just change how she sees you, it changes how you see yourself. You will start to feel more confident and at peace. You will realize that you do not need to be perfect or have all the answers. You just need to be present. So the next time you are with someone special, remember it is not about being a hero or a prince charming. It is about being a safe harbor, a place where she can relax and be herself. If you want to learn more about being a kind and confident man, think about which part is hardest for you. Moving slowly, the kind look, or sitting quietly with another person. I want to help you develop these skills. Thank you for being part of our group of men who want to be better by being real and authentic. I am so glad you are here on this journey. Take care of yourself and others.